The race to the finish is on. Primary day in Pennsylvania is next week, and the candidates are making their final push to voters. In the Republican race for Senate, a poll by Trafalgar Group has Dr. Oz, Kathy Barnett, and Dave McCormick in a statistical tie at the top of the pack. The next candidate behind them is Jeff Bartos, who's in Blair County right now and trying to pick up some steam in the final days. He joins our Jordan Tracy live now at Lakemont Park. Good evening, Jordan.
Good evening, Maggie. Obviously an exciting time as we race to the finish here to primary day. Jeff Bartos, kind enough to join us live here at Lakemont Park. Jeff, making the final push.
Yep.
How are you feeling these final days?
Well, Jordan, as you know, we've had a chance to speak many times over the last year. You know how much I love being back in Blair County. This really is the beating heart of our campaign. We started right here, and as you know, I'm sure we'll talk about the 30-day fund, that effort I led to save small businesses around the Commonwealth, really got its start with an idea that hatched in the southeast part of the state, but really blossomed here in Blair County. So I always love coming back here. It is no exaggeration to say that everyone here this has made a second home for me. And so it's great to be here. We got, 8 days left? No one's counting. But we have 8
Sounds like you're counting.
Yeah, maybe a little. But 8 days left. I mean, this morning we were in Philadelphia, Montgomery, Tioga, now here in Blair, and we're going to finish in Lycoming today.
So it seems like the recent poll just came out, and there's a kind of a crowd at the top, but a lot of undecided as well. What are you seeing strategy-wise? It's your path to victory. What are you trying to get to the message of the voters as we get closer here?
Yeah, it's a great question. The closing message with 40% undecided or more potentially is really simple. This is to take nothing away from all the great candidates running, but I'm saying to everyone, and you'll hear me tonight, who do voters trust? I'm asking them, who do you trust to send to Washington to fight for you and your families? I'm a lifelong resident of this Commonwealth. I've spent the last 2 years fighting for working families, fighting for small businesses, fighting to save Main Street, Pennsylvania. That positive message of bringing people together to save Main Street, and that of course includes family farms. No one else is talking about agriculture. No one. Really, that focus on Main Street, mom and pops, family farms. I think that focus and that positive message is how we close, especially when you have other people running in the race who just moved here in the last couple months to run for Senate. I'm a lifelong resident with a deep love for this Commonwealth.
Seems like the end here, a lot of the attacks have been McCormick versus Oz. Carla Sands kind of jumping in a little bit. McCormick started throwing shots at you. So does that make you a little confident? Hey, they're kind of bringing me into the ballgame here.
Well, I think everyone wants to take my message. Right? If you talk to the other candidates and you see the way, they're all trying to figure out how they can talk about Main Street, and it's inauthentic for them to do it. And we, of course, spent the first year of the pandemic trying to save small businesses. We ended up helping over 1,000 across all 67 counties. And since we launched the campaign over a year ago, it's just been that focus. All 67 counties, every Main Street. We need to save Main Street, Pennsylvania, because a healthy Main Street, Pennsylvania means healthy family farms, healthy mom and pops, opportunities for working families to lift themselves up and grow in the economy. I mean, we all want Pennsylvania to be a place where our children and grandchildren choose to live and not have to take a plane to visit our family. Pennsylvania can do that. We need to get our energy industry moving again. And again, I'm the only candidate, we're the only campaign running on that positive message focused on opportunity, safe communities, and of course educational opportunity and empowering parents and students to make the best choice for themselves.
The former President Trump was just in Greensburg, obviously rallying for Dr. Oz, but
Yeah.
if we saw from that event and also in the polls, it seems like there's still an opportunity with a lot of people still undecided yet. What's that final pitch? There's 10 counties of Pennsylvania watching right now. What's the final pitch?
Jeff Bartos, running for U.S. Senate. Senator Jeff Bartos will never lose focus on our rural communities, on our family farms, and on Main Streets across not only the 10 counties in your viewing area, but all 67 counties. I'm from Berks County. I've spent a ton of time here in Blair County over the last really 5 years. It's become a second home, and I am the candidate that voters can trust most to go to Washington, represent our Main Street conservative values in Washington, and never forget that this is really all about the 67 counties here. The other candidates are running to serve themselves or to have Pennsylvania serve them. I'm running to serve the people of this Commonwealth I've lived in my whole life and I love truly with every fiber of my being. And that's what the campaign's been about, and it's why we win.
Jeff, I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Thanks for, obviously, it's the final push here.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. Safe travels and lay off on the sheets? I heard you're like taking a lot of sheets.
We have, well, I said last week at one of the forums, I said I could probably tell you every menu item on the sheets. And
you're proud of that.
And I'm very proud of that.
And you're very proud of that.
Very immensely proud.
Well, Jeff, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Folks, we're hitting that final stretch. Get the information you can on all of the candidates and all the races that are important to you over at wearecentralpa.com, because we have you covered up to and through primary day. Maggie, back to you.
Jordan, thank you.